You Kai, are an author.
Yeah.
So what don't you do? Would that be an easier conversation to have?
Easy drugs.
Talk about that, because a lot of people wait until the end of their career to write a book.
I kind of wrote the book damn near before I really took rap more serious. I was on some I wouldn't even call it a side hustle. It was just more so what I was going through in life. I felt compelled to help somebody else because I figured out how to help myself.
Yeah,
I was in school too, so it's a book about anxiety, and I realized it ain't just something that one demographic of people go through. It's just kids go through anxiety, adults go through anxiety. So it's just something that I knew I can share with the world before I started really doing music.
So you would have you been diagnosed with
Yeah, I was diagnosed with chronic anxiety. It was a minute ago. I haven't checked since, but I think I'm all right now.
Yeah. So but I'm saying for you, because I think I had it, but I never been diagnosed. Yeah. But it's with your heart race and stuff like that.
Yeah, a bunch of it's crazy about anxiety. It's the symptoms. It's never one thing.
It's a combination.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's like a placebo kind of thing where it's just whatever you fear is what you feel with anxiety.
Facts.
It's weird. It's weird as hell. Shortness of breath and stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
I for sure got it. And you gave it to me real bad. Revolt.
What revolt?
The Revolt Summit.
What'd I do?
You came.
Gina,
remember he judged.
Yeah, Gina,
I was the host on that show.
That was her. Oh.
That's fine.
And I had an anxiety attack when you walked up. This nigga gonna say, "Come meet DJ Drama." What DJ Drama? The legend? And I said no.
Yeah, she did.
He said, "Come over here and meet him." I said no. Yeah. And then I got on that stage. You was behind me, and I was fucking panicking the entire show. Heart fell through my ass.
You need to cut it out.
Look at you now, Gina. Look at you now.
Talk about.
I know I'm a shitter too.
It ain't
I'm a shitter too. It's crazy.
It ain't
I know exactly what you
That's crazy. I'm a shitter too. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, but afterwards, then I made you feel warm and comfortable.
Yeah. I wasn't familiar with Bing Bong.
Yeah.
Nims.
You said Nims. I wasn't familiar with his tagline, so you said something to him, and I thought
I said "fuck your life."
But I'm thinking on some. I'm in Atlanta.
I'm coming at him.
Yeah, so I'm
about to go down.
Fuck? Yeah. I'm used to a nigga say some shit like that. It's gonna get pumping and jumping.
Right.
So when you say, I'm like, oh shit. But I was trying to stay, But yeah, no, you scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Do we got time?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this is my card game. It's from my Whole Fashions podcast.
Dope.
Whole Fashions.
I'm gonna just mix them up, and whichever question y'all don't want to answer, just pass it to Head.
What?
All right,
Type shit.
He'll answer it.
Nah, they gotta answer the question.
Cool.
We take a card.
Pick a card.
Yeah, just pick a card.
Let's go right here.
Come on, Jesus, be with me, please.
Be with me, Jesus.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, so
wait. I want to switch this with somebody.
Yeah.
He like it.
Let's do it.
So look,
my shit easy.
You got to read the card out loud, and then answer it. I guess. Who anybody want to start?
I'll start. Pass this card to the person who is the most likely to have sex after this.
Bam! Easiest question of the day.
Man, that was the greatest shit that ever happened.
That was easy.
No pushback. Got that card.
Yeah.
How do you pass it to yourself? I wouldn't have.
Oh yeah, you just kept it.
You know, I kept this shit to myself.
All right, mine says.
Somebody over there is having sex.
Have you ever snitched on a cheater? No.
A real nigga.
No, it's not because I was being a real nigga. I don't want to do with it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? The homies be running their plays. I don't want to do with it. So I just log off.
I did. I learned my lesson.
You told on a cheater?
It was a pure curious situation, man.
It was a pure curious situation.
It was deep. I walked into one of my homies' cribs and he was fucking with a girl that my other homie was really in love with.
Oh no, that's just being
he was really in love, and for 4 or 5 days I didn't say nothing until he was every day was like, "Yo, I'm buying her a car.
Oh,
yo, we going to get bro." He was doing all this shit.
Yeah, hold on.
And
hell no.
And I finally said, "Yo."
She like, you hate it. Let her get the car. Let
He
her
was
get
like,
the car.
I said,
At least
"Yo,
let her get her
stop
car."
talking about this girl, bro. I just bomb."
You had to, though.
And he was, he was like, "Oh, it's all good. It's good." I was like, "I'm just letting you know, you my man. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see it." Right? He went back and talked to the dude about it.
He did.
And the dude came to me like, "Damn, dog, we cool. So like, you ain't it." And I was like, you know, we got back together. It was cool though.
Damn, he came back. See, if I give you a heads up,
it was
you can't go.
It was a crazy situation. Shorty was like, she was heavy in the streets. She saw me at I was at this barbecue spot.
She was heavy in the streets.
Barbecue spot on La Cienega.
Sounds crazy.
You know what kind of streets?
I forget the name of the store. It started with a B. But she came. She pulled up with some dudes. They was like, "Yo, so what's all that shit?" And I'm like, "Yo, I was helping." You know what I'm saying? She brought some dudes to the restaurant. It was wild. Some wild shit going on. Yeah. That I learned my lesson from that.
That's why I stay out of it.
Yeah.
There's no way.
What's your
I'm never
card
doing
say?
that again.
Your friend is about to die. And the only way for them to survive is if your wife performs oral sex on them in front of you. My friend just got to die.
My friend got to die.
Rest in peace.
Because you're not doing it?
What?
Hell no.
What if it's your man,
I
though?
don't
Like,
give a fuck.
What if she cheating? What if she heavy in the streets?
Not with my mans. Nah. I don't want to see it regardless, but no. Yeah, nah.
When was the last time you performed oral sex on someone? Like 3 weeks ago. I'm married, so yeah.
Yeah.
3 weeks
Easy
ago?
work. Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
He got an easy one.
It was Valentine's Day.
Right. Have you ever had sex with a woman who was pregnant with another man's baby?
Damn.
Well, the first time was I was like 17.
The first time.
Yeah, I was like 17. So
That's funny as hell.
How old was you the last time?
With another man's baby? Was she showing?
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't have pregnant sex.
She was showing?
I heard it's fire, though.
I can't.
I heard it's
You
crazy.
a wild boy.
Yeah.
Remember the last? Do you remember the last
it's
time?
insane.
Bro, she was showing.
Yes,
though?
I just thought about
You
it.
remember
Oh
the-
my god.
Remember the last time?
Yes.
I was probably about 40.
Who baby mama?
Yeah.
Yo.
I know.
Who baby mama was it?
I don't want to say it. Nah. I'm not into that. Honestly, I'm not into fucking other people's girls' wives. None of that.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
I'm
corny.
not like
I never
some
fucked
people
with
get a thrill out of that. I'm not
wet.
into that.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit's wet.
because I don't want nobody to do that to me. I live by a certain code and ethics. Like, if somebody, especially if it's somebody I know, like, no.
Facts.
Now, if it's somebody just random, somebody's girl's trying to give me something, like, that's different. But especially somebody's wife or that's you're about to have a child with that person, like, nah.
But she was showing.
Well, this was when I was 17.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said she.
No,
you
but
said
what
you
about
was
the
The
time?
most
40.
recent one, no, I didn't know. Like,
You didn't know she was pregnant.
No.
Oh.
She told me not at all. Like, I
Gotcha.
didn't know until he called me. Like, I was
The
like,
dude called you?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. He reached out.
How did he get to like, bro?
How'd he find out?
Because it's social media, like,
Put two and two together.
yes, people are easily detectives, especially when something's already up. And she had told me like she wasn't fucking with the dude no more. And I was like, yo, what's up? You got me all tangled up. Like,
Was you worried that it was yours?
no, I knew it wasn't mine. The streets thought it was mine.
The streets.
Streets.
One
Yeah.
thing in common, Gina. The streets.
Yeah,
This is everything in
The
common.
streets thought it was mine. I knew it wasn't mine.
Bro,
Let me get on Twitter and find
that's
out.
crazy as hell, bro. Y'all wild boys.
Nah, we cool.
We should have did this on Whole Fashion.
Two more things. Did you sign? Did y'all give Summer Walker her social handle?
No, Summer Walker. So my ex-wife is named Summer Walker. She was a video vixen in the mid 2000s, and we got married around like 07, 08. I had met her at my 5001's video, and then she also helped me build Mean Street Studios. Like, she was super into like art and design, and like before we had our old studio, and then she kind of always used to push me like, yo, you need a dope studio. Like, this studio doesn't represent you, and I put it in her hands like, yo, like, all right, let me see what you can do.
Build
and
the studio.
Yeah, she wound up really building Mean Street Studio. So one thing that Summer used to always do all the time, how women are with social media, she used to always go on Twitter and like search her name, like always search her name, like Summer Walker, da da da. I'm not gonna front like I didn't used to search my name too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people search their name, but one day she was searching her name and she saw Summer Walker and the name Summer Walker on YouTube, and it wasn't her, and it was this young girl playing a guitar. So at the time, like we were doing we were building Generation Now. This is, I think we just started courting Uzi and what have you, and she was trying to work in music, kind of figuring it out. She was helping manage me a little bit with Lake at the time early on, and long story short, like she wound up finding Summer Walker, and she linked up with her. They got together, they met, and she started managing her. At the time, me and her went through we had went through our divorce, so we had separated, and she went on to continue to do art and design and build studios, and LVRN, shout out to my guys over at LVRN, they hired Summer to build their studio. So during that process, she was like, yo, I got this new artist that I'm working with named Summer Walker, and she took him to LVRN, and they saw the talent, they saw the vision, and they signed her, and the rest is history.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And
that's crazy.
My ex-wife Summer actually had the Summer Walker handle on Instagram and Twitter, and she gave it to Summer Walker, because that was her artist, so she gave it to her.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is this the first time?
Yeah, I think this is the first time you told that story.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, I
Wow.
never heard that.
Because I
might not have.
No, because that's crazy. Did you have anything? Because I have one more thing I want to ask you about.
Somebody asked you to ask me that?
No, that
was a head question.
Oh, you asked me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you researched that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Super fire.
Reddit?
Super fire.
Yeah. One more thing.
ChatGPT?
Last thing. Last year, was it Still Praying? West Side Gun?
Fire tape.
Bro, I'm a huge wrestling fan, right? So when I seen the Psycho Sid, the shit, I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm thinking he doing some shit, WWE shit. And I'm like, and then they came, I'm like, man, there's some drama shit. Like I was not disappointed, but I was like, I thought he was doing something with WWE. But anyway, was that already a concept before you got involved? Like, was he already on that?
Yeah, he was already on that. Like
Okay.
that's gun shit.
Yeah,
like he's been on that. So I just come in and do my 1-2. Like he hits me every probably 4 or 5 months, and that's somebody who actually, in my opinion, still doesn't get a lot of credit for the resurgence of Gangsta Grills. Like even before the Tyler Project, Gunn was one of those people that reached out during a time when mixtapes weren't the it thing to do at that moment, and wanted to do a Gangsta Grills project. So I think me and Gunn, we probably in like 4 or 5.
4 or 5 tapes.
Yeah, 4 or 5 tapes. So yeah, but wrestling is his thing. That's his vision, and he's killing it with the 4th rope. Like he's all the way in, man. Yeah. So
It's WrestleMania.
You still owe me that wrestling shirt from Complex Con too.
You fuck with that?
Yeah, I never got it.
Bro.
That was ridiculous. The line was, I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I'm just floating around trying to get this shirt, and it just never happens. So I'm like,
I got you though. I'll put the call in for you. I got you. But no, I'm good, bro. We in some time now, but thank y'all for coming through.
absolutely.
Kai Cash, do we have? I know we said we rolling out, but do we have a?
My bad.
Do we have a release?
Yeah, Cash Rules, April 25th.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, straight to it.
Okay, straight to it.
The music's coming.
It's for clarification. It's not a Gangsta Grills.
It's not a
but it's coming.
Yes, girls, it's coming. But yeah, April 25th, Cash Rules will be everywhere. You see it and what you want out now.
There we go.
Shout out to you for helping Elliot.
Say
Fix
your name,
today.
Shout out to Elliot.
Shout out to you.
I be wondering like how often I be in niggas group chats now.
Yeah.
Cause I be like,
That was love.
thank you, Drum, for you reached out to me, bro. Like you Lake, Cannon, y'all never get credit for like the behind the scenes. Like y'all always tapping in. Like y'all always looking out. Even on your platform too. I'm sorry we didn't even get a chance to talk about that.
Don't worry about it. I'm good.
But like just y'all always looking out like for other people, and you using your platform, and Drown specifically, you hit me like last year. It was like DJ Hed, DJ of the year, and I was just like,
Fire.
that's crazy.
Fire.
Like so I was looking at the message, and I was like,
Fire.
Facts.
I don't even know. I think I just said thank you or something like that. I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck to say.
No, that's
You know
dope to
what I'm
see,
saying?
bro. Because I know especially where you come from, bro. So just to see this evolution is dope as fuck.
Yep.
And for real, like
the dopest thing for me to see is that these niggas think that like this is this blasphemous person, but you've literally been the same person since day one. Like when I met you with glasses, they was always like, "Yo, this nigga gonna say something crazy every time."
According to the internet, I just got here last year.
This is a long time.
Yeah, your industry plan.
Yeah,
welcome to the club.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Nah, but thank y'all, man, for real. Like, I really appreciate that. The lineage is legendary. And are y'all looking at other artists still?
We are.
Of course.
You have some on the radar already?
Yeah,
they got to get through Canon.
Yeah, we got one from the coast that we looking at. I'm gonna tell you about it when we get off here.
Oh shit! Okay, all right. Well, let's have a conversation. God damn it! Thank y'all for coming through. Generation Now,
Yes,
Kai Cash,
Sir.
Don Cannon,
Cash
Lake,
rules.
and DJ Drama. It's effective immediately.